Welcome back to the Learning Summit podcast, where we explore the latest trends in workplace learning and development. I'm your host, Alex, and today we're covering a critical topic, LMS security. Learning management systems hold sensitive company and employee data, making security a top priority. To break down the 5 key LMS security features every company needs, I'm joined by Sean Gilligan, founder of Webanywhere. Sean, welcome back.
Thanks, Alex. Security is one of the most overlooked areas of LMS implementation. If companies don't get it right, they risk data breaches, compliance violations, and lost trust.
Let's start with the basics. Why is LMS security so important?
An LMS stores a lot of sensitive data, employee records, training materials, compliance documents, and even proprietary company information. If that data falls into the wrong hands, it can lead to serious financial and reputational damage. Beyond that, many industries have strict compliance requirements like GDPR or SOC 2, which means companies must ensure their LMS meets security standards.
That makes sense. So, what are the 5 key LMS security features companies should have?
All right, let's get into it. Firstly, multi-factor authentication, MFA. A strong password isn't enough anymore. MFA adds an extra layer of security by requiring a second form of verification, like a code sent to your phone or email. Even if a hacker gets a password, they won't be able to log in without the second factor. Secondly, role-based access control, RBAC. Not everyone in a company needs access to all training materials or user data. RBAC ensures that employees only have access to the content they need based on their role. This minimizes the risk of unauthorized access and accidental data leaks. Thirdly, data encryption and secure storage. Without encryption, sensitive LMS data can be intercepted. End-to-end encryption ensures that all stored and transmitted data is secure. Companies should also choose an LMS provider that uses secure cloud storage and regular backups to prevent data loss. Fourthly, compliance with security standards, GDPR, ISO, SOC 2. Security isn't just about protecting data, it's about meeting regulatory requirements. A secure LMS should be GDPR compliant for handling EU data, ISO certified for best security practices, and SOC 2 compliant for protecting sensitive business data. Finally, automated backups and disaster recovery. Cyber attacks, system failures, or human errors can cause data loss. A good LMS automatically backs up data and has a disaster recovery plan in place, ensuring companies can restore critical information quickly if something goes wrong.
That's a strong list. So what are some common LMS security mistakes companies make?
One big mistake is not enabling MFA. It's such a simple security step, yet many companies skip it. Another mistake is using weak passwords or sharing login credentials. If multiple employees use the same login, it creates a security risk. Some companies also fail to monitor user activity. If someone accesses data they shouldn't or downloads large amounts of content, the system should flag it. And finally, not keeping the LMS updated is a huge risk. Software updates often include security patches, so if a company is running an outdated LMS, they're leaving themselves vulnerable.
That's a great point. How can companies make sure their LMS stays secure?
First, conduct regular security audits, check for vulnerabilities, review access logs, and update security settings. Second, train employees on security best practices. Even the best security features won't help if employees are careless with passwords or click on phishing emails. Third, work with a trusted LMS provider that takes security seriously and offers compliance with major security standards.
So if a company wants to improve LMS security today, what's the first step they should take?
Start by enabling MFA and reviewing access controls. These 2 steps alone significantly reduce security risks. Then run a quick security check. Look at encryption, compliance standards, and whether your LMS provider offers automated backups.
That's great advice. Before we wrap up, where can companies go to learn more about LMS security and compliance?
They can visit Webanywhere.com. We help organizations implement secure LMS solutions that keep their data safe and compliant.
Sean, thanks again for another important discussion.
Thanks, Alex. Always a pleasure.
Thanks for listening, and see you next time on the Learning Summit podcast.